Hi, welcome to the Big Read and Little Read Lakeshore programs. We're so glad that you're joining us this year to talk about In the Heart of the Sea by Nathaniel Philbrick and Galapagos Girl by Diane Arnold. Often when we think about reading, we think about it as an individual activity, solitary, it's independent, it's isolated perhaps. And in our Big Read and Little Read programs, we want to turn that on its head, and we want reading to become an opportunity to connect. And to have conversations that go way beyond the pages of a book and that go beyond our individual experiences of reading a book. And so this year, we invite you not only to read our books, but also to participate in these larger conversations about the books and their topics and themes. And to that end, we encourage you to consider sort of 4 areas of questions and topics that we have that have sort of come out of both our Big Read and Little Read book selections for 2020. One of the areas we'd like for you to think about is the area of history. And as you read both of our books, we'd love for you to reflect on and to think about whose histories tend to get told, whose histories have been told, whose histories have been silenced or left out, as well as the question of how do we tell historical stories from our past? What are ways to do that responsibly, through a justice lens? How do we do that well? We'd also love for you to think about literature and the genre of nonfiction in general. Why should we read stories from the past? What can we here in the present learn from these stories of our past? The third area we'd like for you to think about is the area of conservation and sustainability. And as you read our 2 books, we'd like for you to think about what does it mean to live sustainably in our world? How do we do that well? What does that look like in different parts of the world? What does that look like here in West Michigan? In our 4th area, we'd love for you to delight in and explore these topics of adventure and to think about how do we delight in the world that we have around us? What does it mean to love the corner of the world in which we're placed, as well as all the corners and pockets of the world that our books can introduce us to? So, please join us by reading the books and joining in these larger conversations. Thank you.